energy update for September 2025. And this one came in a little bit different. I have 5 points on my paper, and then I'm gonna just live channel them as they come through. They're quite different than the energy that would come through. So let's get into it. The first one is around timelines. And I can see these superimposed timelines, which if you remember back to August 29th, I believe, the Schumann Resonance Energy update that I did, I talked about that a bit, and I really see it for September, where there's more and more of a split, for lack of a better word, of our reality, and there's these superimposed realities, one on top of the other. And in general, when you hold a higher level of consciousness, you hold the level that you're at, but then you also hold awareness to the dimension, the consciousness below it, but not the other way around. So keep that in mind as you move about the day, as you move about September. That might become more obvious. Things like deja vu might happen a lot for you in September, and like really moving forward. You might find that your memory and other people's memory, there's like a big discrepancy or really obvious, where it's, again, different timelines superimposing over them. You guys are living or like walking, existing parallel timeline. And with that, we might see more Mandela effects come forward from September to the end of the year. The next thing, I had felt like this home energy, and it really reminded me of, there is a card in the Akashic Tarot that's the bird nest, and this energy for September of building a home, tending a home, taking care of your home, whether that's like your physical home, but also feels like family, tending to your family, and not in a way where you're self-sacrificing, but in a way of, if there's been a lot of outward beyond your home, beyond your family, noise or exertion or energy going out, how can in September you refocus that energy around what is going to be supportive for you and your family, your home? Okay, this third point, all I could see, and we'll see what else comes in. When it was first coming in, I was making this list, I saw a light being, and it's like this triangle shaped head in physicality, but it also, they showed it as like a little disc, and then this holographic being. So essentially what it comes down to, it feels like September. Okay, interesting. So in September we are, okay, this is interesting because it's going both forwards and backwards. One, it feels like less, so this isn't as helpful, but I'm going to leave it in here. Less a prediction per se or energy theme for September, but a starting point from now until 2030. Okay, so years down, where contact with light beings is gonna become very obvious or more common. And going backwards, they're showing, it's the 60s or 70s. It feels like the 70s more. They tried. I see. So the energy could have shifted then. The contact could have happened then, but they're showing like this expansion and then this contraction. So it wasn't sustainable or widespread enough for that to happen. It feels concentrated in one spot. Obviously it wouldn't be one geographical spot, but collectively there would have been too much discord in the entire system if the contact happened in, it feels like, the 70s. We are more prepared for that to happen, well, between now and 2030. They're saying there's a higher probability of that happening. Okay, whatever. The next energy or theme that's coming up is the Orion lineage. And for the past 6 or so months, this word, and I often don't see words or names Orion keeps coming up for me. Like I keep seeing it in meditation. And it feels like there's a lot of beings like you, souls, humans, that have incarnated from the Orion Wars, and you're holding an imprint, not just of war, but of being removed, taken away from your home being destroyed. And that, I mean, it literally is happening to a lot of people right now and has throughout our history, but it's coming really forward right now. So how it might come forward in September for you is maybe past life remembrances, things about Orion energy coming forward. Somehow maybe you just want to research what the Orions are, Orion beings are like. They, again, this is interesting. This is coming up for September's energy forecast, because I don't feel like it's necessarily contained within the month, but essentially what they're saying is essentially anyone born after now is less likely to have this Orion footprint, blueprint in their soul system. So maybe that's why it's like this turning point in our energetic history. Last one. Okay, the last message might be a little bit controversial. Like this might upset some people. This is just the message coming in. Let me know how it goes for you. They're showing a dismantling or a dissolving of ley lines. Ley lines as we know it. But they're showing it in such a way, if you were to imagine a physical Earth, but then there's also a consciousness of Earth, Gaia. And the ley lines were always, as they were always meant to be temporary. And it's almost like a baby tooth that has roots, and they're there for a period of time, but they're always meant to be removed. And it's like, as this new energy is coming up, when there's adult teeth coming up, it dissolves the root of the baby tooth, and then the baby tooth leaves the mouth, you lose your tooth, and the adult tooth comes forward. It feels like that, like Mother Earth's losing her baby teeth of ley lines for a more permanent, intended structure to come through. Let me know how these messages sit with you this month.